Funding for this program made possible by Dr. Robert and Linda Graniker, Lexington Forensic Neuropsychiatry.
Organized in 1981, Central Kentucky Riding for Hope started in a simple barn with a mission to enrich the community by improving the quality of life and the health of individuals with special physical, cognitive, emotional, and social needs through therapeutic activities with the horse. These services include therapeutic riding and hippotherapy, among others. Community partnerships include Fayette County Schools, Veterans Affairs, and Hospice of the Bluegrass. 77% of Riding for Hope's participants are children under the age of 18. Let's tune in and learn how Central Kentucky Riding for Hope creates an atmosphere of comfort, education, and rehabilitation with one of Kentucky's true natural resources, the horse.
They love coming to the stables and they love working with the horses.
They don't know it's therapy. The kids are having fun and it's a game.
So it's been important to her development.
This is the greatest program that you could possibly want.
The program began with maybe 4 people and some borrowed horses. Interestingly enough, I guess 33 years ago, we started at the Kentucky Horse Park. Our old home was a wonderful old tobacco barn, still on top of the hill. As our program grew and we moved into this wonderful facility, we were able to professionalize our staff. We have achieved a premier accredited status, which we've been able to maintain, and every person here is PATH Professional Association of Therapeutic Horsemanship International certified.
Central Kentucky Riding for Hope has developed a community partnership model. And by that I mean that many of our participants here come through other community organizations, Cardinal Hill Rehabilitation Center, Hospice of the Bluegrass, VA Administration, Kentucky National Guard, Neurorestorative. Many of the participants that you have seen today come through those organizations.
We could not survive without our volunteers. We are a full-time staff of 7 with over 300 active volunteers.
It takes a really special horse to do this kind of work, to be comfortable with all the things that we ask them to do, and to enjoy it. As you can imagine, we've got hundreds of people in and out of here, so it would take a horse that likes that activity, that thrives on that activity.
I am the equine instructor for our stables program here, which is the high school program that's a part of the Fayette County Public Schools. The purpose of these classes is to teach them interpersonal social skills as well as vocational skills that they can take away from here and apply to whatever career they may choose, or if they choose to go on to college.
They're learning, first of all, patience, obviously ready-to-work skills, self-esteem, social skills. There's just many facets they're learning.
They're just here because they are each an individual, and for some reason they were not being successful in the larger traditional high school.
They do different things in different blocks. So if they're in block 1 in the morning, they're helping bring in horses to eat their breakfast. If they're in block 2, they're helping groom the horses for lessons that day. Block 3, they help groom as well. And then block 4, they help feed the horses their afternoon feed.
I mean, I've seen some of some of our toughest kids come in, and when they're with that horse that's bringing that calming effect over them, it's almost like the kid buys into the horse. It's almost it's awesome, really, how that works.
I'm learning to work with the horses and like what they need and how to take care of them and groom them.
Sometimes we come out here with the horses, work with the horses. Everybody learns how to do horse training. You learn about horse behavior. Now, since I came here, it's got me thinking about working with horses after I get out of school. I never really worked with horses before. I used to be scared of them until I got here. So then I came here, I overcame my fear of horses.
Our program here is so unique. The therapy for them, working with the horses, and the therapy for the horses, having that gentle touch and knowing somebody cares about them is just excellent.
These veterans, we specialize in the ones that a lot of them are dealing with depression and the post-traumatic stress disorder. I think it helps them in a lot of areas of their life. One would be in their relationships, them bonding with the horse and them being able to make friendships with each other.
For me, it's a program that is so essential to, well, not only to, because I'm a veteran, but it should be for everybody. On here, there's nothing but you, the horse, the control, the camaraderie, and you don't find that in any other sport or any other thing.
So now with this program, each week I got something to look forward to, and I've rode all kinds of different horses and I just love it.
They've been through a lot. You know, we have no idea what some of our veterans have been through the different wars.
Coming out here is so essential to your well-being, mentally and physically. Can't describe it, it's just indescribable. And the people out here, oh my gosh, they're not even great, they're wonderful.
I would say come out and at least give it a try, even if you don't like horses or animals. You know, this program, it's just great.
Driving is an interesting program because it can be used for a couple different reasons, but it's used here for some students who there is a horse that's not really suitable for them to ride, or maybe they're a little afraid of riding. The other program that we use it for is a neuro-restorative program, and that's for head-injured adults. And these are people that have had substantial head injuries, and now they're in a program where they're trying to relearn skills so they can kind of live on their own.
Cardinal Hill and Central Kentucky Riding for Hope are partnered. And so Cardinal Hill supplies the therapists for hippotherapy, and Central Kentucky Riding for Hope supplies the facility and the horses and all the wonderful volunteers that we have. We're using the horses' movement to challenge the client's balance, their postural control, to help them improve in their strength and their walking abilities, but also because we access the core, or we can help them improve in not only gross motor skills like running and jumping, but also fine motor skills such as handwriting, and also their speech and language improve.
Her riding the horse is actually helping her cerebellum compensate for the lack of balance. I don't know if she would have made the improvements to this date if it hadn't been for the hippotherapy. She, like I said, has improved by leaps and bounds, and we actually see a difference in her week by week when she misses a session. I mean, I know it's the rhythm, you know, it's the rhythm of the horse. It's a God-given rhythm to the animal, and I think that rhythm is in sync with her rhythm. So it's a sync thing as far as the horse is concerned.
The benefits of this activity are to gain core muscle strength for these girls. So yes, this is a recreational activity, but this is also a therapeutic activity for these two students.
We have kids with autism, mild to severe, traumatic brain injuries, CP, Down syndrome, ADHD. My goal is to help our riders conquer their challenges, and to use a horse to do that, and to use that bond between rider and horse, because it is a true partnership. They're learning to ride their horse. They're making accomplishments and they're conquering, but I know that that is helping them to grasp and motor plan and do hand-to-hand transfer, and when they get home, that looks like being able to hold a fork, hold a spoon, and do the motor planning to feed themselves. They are just an inspiration every single day. I learn something from my kids every single day.
Without nonprofits, there are no other entities, government, private, or otherwise, that provide the services that we all provide together. It's essential that we come together and depend on each other.
If this program isn't here, then the other alternative is also for perhaps a government-run program, which is going to cost taxpayers money.
It's a huge void for both organizations if one partner is not there anymore. We're a school now. We have a partnership with Fayette County Public Schools. We are a whole school. If we do not exist anymore, then that school program doesn't exist anymore. Individuals who have poor physical strength and come to us through riding to increase their mobility. Without us, they digress. Without being able to ride our specialized horses, they digress. Individuals who are receiving mental health services here, who come to us in severe depression, who are now more confident and more social active, they digress without the services that they receive here.
We've seen kids walk before, haven't walked, so I think there'd be a big void. Children that have oftentimes maximized their potential in the clinic setting, then they come out here and they're extremely motivated by the use of the horse. And we've seen children that have spoken their first words and it was the horse.
I think our state is very well known for its equine industry. We are the component of the equine industry that really connects humans and horses working as a team that benefits mankind.